out of me swamp. Welcome, everybody. Right. Get out of my swamp. It's the PCP. I'm the best guy ever. We've got Ben Saint.
Yep.
In his swamp.
I'm here. I'm showering in mud and farting to kill fish. That's the thing.
And Tom Oliver.
I am still sick post Radcon with not coronavirus, and it's pretty annoying. It's pretty fucking annoying, guys.
I don't feel like sick, like I have a disease, but I feel like really tired all the time.
Yeah.
I'm back to 100% feeling, and my only issue now is I need to start exercising because I know I'll feel better again.
I would probably feel better if I started exercising again. I just feel like I wake up like early. I've been waking up early lately, and then like 3 hours later, I'm like, man, can I go back to bed again? And then I just feel like that for the rest of the day. It's base.
Exercise would probably help.
Probably.
Real recommendation.
I called my doctor and they were like, it sounds like you have a sinus infection. Go get a sinus infection medication. I'm just like, I don't want to go to a pharmacy. That seems like the worst place to go during a pandemic where all the sick people go.
Just wear a mask. Put your scarf over your face.
No, I'm a scared populist person who watches too many scary things.
I mean, I don't want to go outside either, but like I have to go out for like groceries and stuff.
I'm gonna go to the grocery store probably today or tomorrow.
Have you been using Instacart?
Yes.
How? I've tried to use Instacart a bunch of times, and they're all like, "Oh yeah, there's no deliverers available, not for
probably
like 4 days."
Probably because you're in Boston and I'm in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that? I feel like that would make me more likely to be able to.
No, because there's more demand. There's more supply, but there's way more demand.
Oh,
because you're in a city.
I guess that makes sense. They're legitimately not available because they're busy.
I mean, when I order Instacart,
maybe it's just that they're too busy and not that nobody wants to do it.
Right.
Yeah, it could be.
Like when I order Instacart, it's like, hey, well, your order will be here by 2 p.m. Like, okay, and then like it'll be delayed like 4 times, and then it'll get there at like 7 at night. So.
Right. You know, I should do that. I'm working from home. I'm working on all these Radcon videos and stuff. I should just fucking Instacart. What do I need to go to the store?
Apparently Instacart workers are organizing a strike soon, so maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't strike fast. Maybe I shouldn't strike break.
My friend does Instacart, and he showed me like the payouts, and they're pathetic and terrible and bad. And I was like, "Why are you doing this?"
Yeah, why would you do it?
Oh, I'm sure they're bad.
It's cringe to the max.
I've just been going to Whole Foods, looking like a fucking wasteland warrior, wearing my like scarf over my mouth, with my fucking dyed hair and shit, and like my coat. I'm the only one who does it too. There's like old people who are wearing medical masks, and then everyone else just looks normal, and I'm like all mouth covered and stuff, feeling like a freak, but I'm convinced that I'm right and everyone else is wrong.
When I was coming back from Radcon at the airport, I saw a bunch of people in gloves and a couple of people in masks. That was like pretty much the highest.
Yeah, I wear gloves when I go into Whole Foods. When I go into Whole Foods, I put gloves on. I don't touch anything. Yeah. I would never ever. I'm never gonna touch that keypad.
Sure.
Wear gloves the whole time. It's based.
Makes sense. Yeah, I'll probably do that if I end up going out. Hey, speaking of going to stores, big news, guys. I know you've been waiting to hear this, but I'm sorry to say it's true. GameStop sales have dropped by 26% in the fourth quarter. Oh, I'm so sorry, everyone.
Wait, what?
No. Sorry to let you know.
What's dropped in the fourth quarter?
GameStop sales.
Ben, are you not aware of the saga of GameStop and what they've been doing in the wake of this crisis?
I mean, I know that they're bad.
What have they been doing, Tom? I don't actually know.
So GameStop, in response to like everything closing down, they tried to make the case that they were an essential service and should stay open. And then
my gamer score, Tom, my gamer score.
And then they didn't provide anything for their employees, and they actually like sent out an internal email to like the managers, and they were like, if the cops come, give them this number to call because you can't close even if the police come to close you down.
Bro, when the bombs drop and it's us against us, the only currency that's gonna matter is gamer score. It's important. That's an essential function of society.
You're right. I guess GameStop Corporation knew the correct
shares
thing all the time.
Yeah, I just happened to see a thing before this that said that they're closing 300 storefronts this year. Okay, which obviously isn't bad. But do you know how many GameStop stores there are?
Too many.
Nationwide. There are as of Googling just now, 5,500 stores. So
Damn.
that represents what, like a 5%, maybe more than that, 10%. Yeah, I don't know.
It's a little over
5%.
5%. It's like 6.5%, 7%, something like that.
Mm-hmm. So obviously the trend is down, and I mean, I have some sympathy for like, or some attunement to the argument that like you want to own your physical media, because I fucking hate patches and shit in a sense that games are being wiped off the earth because you can't get creators make little George Lucas-esque tweaks and they fuck things around. I just want the classic original. Her name is Eris. You can't tell me her name is Aerith. I will never submit and I will never surrender. But why the fuck would you go to GameStop when you could just download the game? I mean, that's, I don't get it. I like never buy games in physical media anymore.
I mean,
I just order them from Amazon. They're usually cheaper. Or just get them used from eBay.
But they have to wait like several days for it to get there.
But I don't have to get out of
instantly?
my chair, and that is definitely worth waiting 2 days.
But I don't have to get out of my chair if I go on the Switch store and download the game directly on there.
Yeah,
or
but then
steal a game from the internet. But
then the bad
separate
people win, because then you don't own your media anymore. And when your Switch console breaks and you can't port any of your shit over to the new replacement system you buy because Nintendo's living in the Stone Age when it comes to internet, you're fucked.
Okay, I'm happily in the valley of it feels like this is the way things are going. I would love for things to not necessarily go this way, but I can't do it alone, so I give up. And I'll just do what's convenient.
We
It's
could have been
convenience,
brothers in
man.
arms, but you've abandoned me.
In some ways I am, but the convenience argument is too strong.
Well,
It's far too
it sounds
strong.
like you're part of the problem, Nate.
No, I think I'm part of the solution. Convenience is everything. It's all I want. It's all
God,
I have.
Just like a capitalist bootlicker going for the
Yeah.
convenience over fucking anything else. How sad.
That's true.
I mean,
That's true.
why would you ever buy a video game? What
well, Ben,
which
I'll
of
tell you.
Maslow's
Ben
which of
asked you the
Maslow's
real
hierarchy of
questions.
needs does it serve?
Why would you
Nothing.
even buy video games in the first place? Truly the worst thing to do.
Can you eat a video game? Can it shelter you from the elements?
Depends on how many you have, I guess.
Hmm.
You can't build a
microwave-
shelter out of downloads, but if you have enough jewel cases, you can. So clearly I'm in the right here.
Yes, Ben. I want to see you collect that vapor you spew from your fiery gullet and try to make a shelter or live off of that. You degenerate.
Well, it's
you fucking smoke man.
I believe in the miasma theory of disease. I don't believe in bacteria. So by filling my room with vapors that smell like cotton candy or blueberry cake or mango sorbet, I believe I will be protected from infection. Yes.
Okay, well said. Well argued.
It's like it's like. Wait, no, it's the opposite of what Digi said with Destiny. That like, if you make a good case for a bad argument, Digi said no, you lose. No, he said you win. Whatever.
Oh God, I can't remember.
It's not,
it was too confusing.
I'm sorry
It
to bring
doesn't
it
matter.
up. What a nightmare. Fuck yeah.
Well, that's it, guys. GameStop. That's all that's on my mind.
You guys quarantined?
Still quarantined.
Still, it's this. The joke going around on the internet is everyone's like, haha, I never leave my house anyway. And that's true.
Indeed.
Life is not very much different for me personally under quarantine than it was at any other time. And yet, it feels worse. It feels...
It's because now you have to. You're not doing it voluntarily anymore.
I don't like that.
I
don't like that.
I guess so. I guess that has to be it.
But here's a silver lining, Ben. Here's a silver lining.
It just feels more stressful because I'm seeing people like talking about it on Twitter, and like people on Twitter and stuff are like, "Oh boy, I'm cooped up in the house. This is so bad," and I'm like, and it makes me self-conscious, like, "Oh no,
Right.
me too." And now I feel bad about it.
Well, no, here's the thing. The thing is that like you realize,
I'm being told I should feel bad about it.
My entire life for the last like 10 years, I've been living like I was in a pandemic without realizing it.
Yeah,
You
kind
know?
of.
That's pretty fucked.
A little bit, yeah.
But the silver lining, guys, the payout was approved. We're getting $1,200.
Oh my god,
That's true.
Yeah,
That's, hey, that'll pay rent for 1 month. That's not bad.
But here's the thing: for
yeah.
us specifically, they're saying unemployment works for gig economy and like people working like independently. So we might actually be able to get a couple months of unemployment as well.
Whoa.
Yeah?
What?
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
I don't, how? That doesn't make any sense. I
was-
want to believe it's true.
let me pull up the article again. Someone sent it to me. It was like, hey, does this apply
I,
to you? For self-employed 1099 creatives who have lost employment due to COVID-19, everyone is fixated on the one-time $1,200 check. But for the first time ever, freelancers are eligible for unemployment pay plus $600 per week through the end of July.
Per week.
Per week, baby.
Let me, for no particular reason, point out that those uninsurance protections were included in the bill specifically because Bernie Sanders pushed for them to be there. So if we all get $600 a week, we have Bernie to thank for it. That's all I have to say about that. Based. But I heard that, like, we don't get paid out until, like... I heard that those checks won't be going out till, like, May. Which seems like a little...
I heard that as well. I'm not sure that's true, but that's what I heard.
To cover... to deal
well, okay, so that's not good for people who are literally living, paycheck to paycheck. But I guess I like to think that most people have enough money to, dig into their savings until that comes to kind of.
Most people have no savings.
A lot
really?
don't. What is it? What was the? Yang would always throw out the statistic, and so would Bernie, that like 40% of Americans can't afford like a $500 emergency or something like that.
Right.
So that's pretty bad. Pretty bad. Rent strike.
I mean, that's rough.
Rent strike.
Damn
baby.
you, Nancy Pelosi, holding up the bill. Curse you, woman. For one day.
I heard that Canada is getting $2,000 per person for 4 months, as opposed to our one-time $1,200.
Well,
pretty cool.
We just used 75% of that money to bail out everybody but the common person, because that's much more important.
Yes.
That's after. So we gave them 1.5 trillion out of the $2 trillion, and then we also gave them 1.5 trillion dollars last month to jumpstart the stock market for 20 minutes before it crashed again. Yeah. So about that first bailout, I did learn that it's not as simple as we just took $1.5 trillion from the budget and just gave it to companies. It's more like, it's weirder than that. It's like they basically just went into the government computer fund and just edited the number to say we have 1.5 trillion more dollars than we have, and then gave that as sort of a short-term loan to those companies to liquidate assets, and then they were given back the money, the quote-unquote money, the phantom money, and then it was deleted again. So it's not as simple as they just gave them $1.5 trillion. They just invented $1.5 trillion that did not exist out of whole cloth, pretended to give it to some people to try and fix the economy, and then unpretended it. So I don't know.
I don't understand that at all.
Money is literally fake. Money is a spook. It's made up. The government has as much money as they say they have.
It occurs to me that all our current, I forget the word for it, but this whole system,
capitalism,
we have an entire country that has expanded itself to a very wide degree on the back of, this is just basic economic theory of capitalism or whatever, on the back of there's all this money in play that can be promised here. It's like your basic loan thing. Your bank has money and it loans it out. That money doesn't actually exist all the time, but there are expectations of earnings and whatnot, so that when the machine grinds to a halt, there is nothing there to support it, and then it collapses. This is just your basic fucking bubble theory or whatever. I don't think I would have done that if it was me in charge. That seems pretty irresponsible.
Wait.
But maybe it's not. I don't know. What the fuck do I know?
I've been against fractional reserve banking ever since Zeitgeist 2 fucking red pilled me on that shit 15 years ago.
You lost me there. What are you saying you wouldn't have done?
I don't know. I can't express it any better than I did.
Okay.
Fractional reserve banking.
Don't even care.
For every dollar that comes into a bank is allowed to loan $10 out because of the way the system works.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
So when something happens and they call the debt or whatever,
the problem we're having is not specifically a run on the bank, though.
No,
Is it?
no.
Okay.
It's a separate issue. I mean, it just occurs to me that.
I mean,
I
all
was
this
thinking
stuff
about
is
that.
intertwined in the underpinnings
yeah.
of our broken, fucked up society. So when one thing fails, it all fails.
Sure. And now the big thing this week was like Republicans calling for this cure is worse than the disease. We got to get everyone back to work because like sure people will die, but like we can't let the economy crash.
You're right, because the economy, unlike everything we just explained about why it actually is important for our overextended world, we can just let that collapse and it'll be totally fine. Don't worry about it. No one's gonna get hurt as a result of that.
I mean, the economy. I mean, as elaborated upon in the example of they just made up a bunch of imaginary money. Money in the economy is all fake. It's all a dream, a whisper in the wind. Hard
to argue.
But further than that, the problem with that line of thinking. Okay, maybe you do believe that there will be like a measurable like cost of like human life. Specifically from an economy crash, right? Well,
Sure.
like maybe if you believe that, you could try and weigh it against okay, what is the cost of allowing COVID-19 to spread versus crashing the economy, and that's a reasonable line of inquiry. But like, if you're saying like, oh, we got to get people back to work, we can't let this virus stall the economy. That's bad. Well, like, okay. But if people go back to work and they stop self-quarantining, then the infection will continue to spread, and like that just unsolves the problem. And we're gonna have an economic crash anyway from like millions of people dying.
I think
that's gonna be way like not only is that I think a bad way to go about it. It doesn't even it doesn't even solve the problem it purports to solve of preventing the economy from crashing.
Well, you're totally right. If that happens, I mean, yes, it would not only would it be bad then, it would kind of have pointless to have even done anything that made the economy go bad in the first place, which is obviously foolish. That's the worst of both worlds.
It would also undo the utility of everything that has been done thus far.
Yeah.
So
what's the right answer? Oh God, I'm too stupid.
I'm going to
Revolution.
listen to professional epidemiologists who seem to agree that mass quarantining for a period is the right way to go. I believe the experts
worked for South Korea.
Is that what they did?
They did mass testing really quickly, isolated everybody who had the disease, quarantined them, and now they're kind of doing better.
Yeah, I saw that like their curve was like flat AF.
Yeah. Damn.
I mean, sure, this would spread the disease, but like, why not have like the young people are mostly fine. Maybe there could just be like the people who are the higher risk are self-quarantined.
There's a bunch of young people dying now.
Yeah. I mean, first of
what
all,
are the proportions though?
Young people,
like of people infected. I mean, know.
Listen, young people can die of it, but furthermore, it's the point of quarantining everyone is that the infection stops spreading and the virus is killed. Like, young people mostly don't die of it, but they can still spread it.
Well, yeah, sure.
Fair listener. None of us know what we're talking about. I just finished watching this awesome video by ColdFusion, one of my favorite YouTubers, about the virus and like the cures that are being worked on right now. It's fucking great. It's linked in the show notes. Watch it. Subscribe to ColdFusion, one of the best YouTubers on the platform. Really good shit.
I'm looking at...
I'll be honest. The biggest thing about this is it's fucking boring, is what it is. It's fucking boring, and I don't care, and I'm really bored, and I just want to do other shit, and I'm sick of everybody talking about it. Fine, be quarantined.
What would you be doing?
I'm going to say, are you not in the boat of, like, I would just be home anyway?
I mean, I definitely am, but I'm sick of it dominating everyone's thoughts. That's what annoys me. And look, I get it. It's a big deal, but I could also be bored of that.
Here's the thing, though. The fact that we're all saying, like, oh, God, the fact that, like, everyone's talking about COVID-19, it's so boring. Yeah. That just shows that we're too glued to social media. We have all this free time to just go do actual productive things or just watch anime. Like, I started watching all of Shirobako. That was much better than just being on Twitter reading about COVID-19. Go use your time wisely, people. Go do something fucking cool.
I'm no goddamn Twitter animal who's on Twitter all day reading about this stuff. I'm just saying that in the feeds that I already follow, there has been certainly a shift toward this subject matter.
Just block coronavirus and COVID-19.
Yeah, maybe it's the right.
You're
I
not
mean,
gonna,
whatever.
get any like vital information about the outbreak through Twitter, anyways. So
I mean,
like,
yeah. Well, I mean, I use Twitter for cute anime girls. That's what I use Twitter for. So that's not the issue. Twitter. It's mostly like YouTube videos.
thank
which
God,
I,
2D waifus can't get the coronavirus. They're safe.
I'm looking
They
at
can
this.
get things worse.
I'm looking at this
They can
flow
get
chart.
gay.
I'm man, like I'm one. Can I do this? Can I file for unemployment insurance?
Right?
Like,
Right?
I haven't like been fired or anything, but like, I don't know. What are the conditions? Is it just if I don't make enough money, then I qualify for unemployment insurance? If that's the case, then maybe I would just get unemployment insurance.
Right.
That would be pretty sick. I don't know.
I want to roll the dice. I want to try. Why not?
Well, nothing wrong with trying if you want to.
I guess I
seems
should
reasonable.
look into it.
Like, I'm so fucking poor that getting even just $600 a month, not even a week, would double my income.
Oh, dude. Hell yeah.
Please, God, let
What
this
is this?
work.
What is this about a SBA paycheck protection loan? It says to
I have no
apply
idea.
for. I don't know what that is. Thank you for this infographic, Tom. I will be looking into it shortly.
Yeah. If you figure out anything, let me know. I'm going to start looking into it as well because I want to get to the bottom of this shit.
Hey,
Yes.
let's do a left turn here.
Yeah.
I've got something else to discuss.
Please.
Right.
And it's that.
Okay.
So there are 3 PCPU lectures coming out. Or already out, sorry. There's Ben's, Tom's, and Gibbs. They have been very well received.
Yeah.
And mine, by the time you hear
Tom's
this,
is literally
will
it's
be out.
accelerating in views. It is not flattening. It is
Yeah.
gaining views at a increasing rate.
Did you
I
guys
want to
see
hear what you guys think about your experience of getting them out so far, since we talk about them so much. And
I'm really happy
yeah.
with the response. It was funny because I was in
Mhm.
this morning in the RadCon 4 Discord, and someone was like,
Yep.
"Hey, a few days ago, some guy uploaded an Animorphs video," and just like,
oh yeah,
Oh,
it's
was
beginning.
Was it like Justin Tullard or something?
Yeah, the video was pretty shit. I didn't like it, and I don't
I-
like the guy's channel.
I have
but
seen that guy's channel. What?
it's
he's-
by the way, it's James Tullos.
James
apparently.
Tullo.
yeah.
I saw that
Yeah.
today, and I posted a comment in the comments saying, because in the video he says, like, oh, I could, if you wanted a full explanation on the lore of the series, that would take me forever. And so I commented like, if anyone wants that explanation, here's a link to exactly such a
Got
video.
4 hours free.
It's
we got
funny.
you
I
covered.
almost did that as well.
Yeah.
but I ended up forgetting because I'm dumb, and I was too busy watching COVID-19 treatment by ColdFusion. But yeah,
Hilarious.
Mhm.
Hilarious.
Um,
So, I mean, yeah, what do you think? What are the odds? This guy published 2 days ago. when
He
this was
says in the
posted. Yours was
video
a
that
week
he had
ago.
been meaning to put out an Animorphs video for a while.
Okay.
I believe it.
Yeah.
He's a book guy. He just talks about books. That's his
Yeah,
entire
his whole
shtick,
channel
so.
is him just talking about like fantasy books mostly.
I wonder if he feels cucked that you got yours out right before he got his out.
I mean, he has 50K subs, so his is already like
Mhm.
catching up to my video, despite being out for like a third the time. So I'm pretty
Sure,
sure,
sure.
he'll do just fine. But his
I know
video,
that
his video was
yeah.
not good. The production values were basically non-existent, and he was just like, Animorphs was so weird. Lots of stupid shit happened. Man, the 90s
Oh
were
yeah,
dumb.
I heard he had a very negative take overall on the
Yeah,
series.
it was pretty
Which,
bad.
Fair enough, I guess.
I mean,
But it's more
he
fun to be
basically just
positive.
lists off the 5 like weirdest things.
They're not even the weirdest things.
Yeah.
Anything that
What
you
a
didn't
fake
touch
fan.
on in your video?
Yeah,
Just
there
curious.
was some of the filler books that I left out because I just went
Right,
over the
right.
general plot. Like there's one where Rachel morphs into a starfish but gets cut in half, and then
Oh yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
It's
no,
my-
It's evil Rachel,
my
right?
favorite one is how canonically Elfangor founded Microsoft.
Is that
yeah.
true?
Yeah.
Why and how did that happen?
Well, he didn't
Time
found
shenanigans.
Microsoft. What he did is like while he was a human Nothlit, he's like he goes through a general human education, but he's an Andalite, so he's super
Oh.
fucking smart, and like he
Yeah,
can
yeah.
easily like get his PhD and whatever because it's like baby
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
to him. But there's a one-off line where he's like, "Yeah, I helped my friends Steve and Bill start their companies," and it's Steve Jobs and Bill Gates, and it's just like, haha, cheeky.
What the
Lol.
fuck? That's really funny. That's
Yeah,
really
yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, speaking of Microsoft, just reminds me, are you guys aware that not only is Bill Gates like in a hard quarantine, like in a boat offshore because the world may or may not be ending, but also like he did a TED talk just like exactly predicting exactly what COVID is right now. Have you seen that?
No.
Yeah,
like
I
a
watched
long-
it just the other day,
like,
or
is it
most
an-
of it anyway.
an old-
I mean, he's
an
just
old
talking
talk?
about exactly what we're going through, and this was
when
like
was it
2 years
posted?
ago.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
It was like 2 or 3 years ago, and
Okay.
I
Are
mean,
you telling me
is
the
it hard to
Bilderberg
predict
Group
this?
engineered COVID-19, and is this all a big experiment done by the deep state? Because I'd believe it.
Maybe, but he's mostly like, guys, please, let's make sure we're prepared. Please, God, there are things we can do.
Nah.
But then we didn't. Oops. Sorry, Bill.
Yeah, that's
I
not how
popped
it works.
into a pantsu party live stream the other day.
Those things are popping off these days.
Where I don't, is that sarcastic? I don't know.
No, they're
Okay.
May's getting some good people on there.
Didn't
some
her like
interesting folks.
channel get like shadow banned or something?
Yeah, I think it did. Somebody said that it did, and like her side channel too. I think.
Well, they
where
were
she,
they were
moved the stream
discussing
to- I don't know.
they were discussing how COVID-19 is a Chinese bioweapon designed to thin the population.
I mean, some aspects of that, some aspects could be true because it may have come from a lab, and then I mean,
I mean,
maybe
I went and I googled it, and I did not see any credible information suggest. I found a bunch of articles being like, "Here's how we know that it did not come from a lab. No, it is not a bioweapon." I mean, I'm not gonna
Still up in the air a little.
I'm not gonna claim that like that's hard evidence of anything, but
Yeah.
I haven't seen any evidence that it is a bioweapon. So if
Sure,
anyone's got any, I guess I'd be marginally interested in seeing it. Kind of sounds like some crackpot shit to me.
Certainly could be.
I mean, the coronavirus it's just like a new version of like the same thing that caused SARS. This isn't like a new invention.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I'm much more concerned with the cover-up China did after it was already loose, and that's not so good.
Yeah, sure.
That's just
I
China
don't know.
being China.
I
I'd be
don't-
more
I don't- I
surprised
don't
if
know
they
anything.
didn't cover it up.
I
don't know
okay, if
anything
it turned
about
out
that.
it was a bioweapon, I would be concerned, but I don't know that. Whatever.
I don't know. I just need to see evidence of such a
Of
thing.
course, I agree. I
Yeah.
agree. I think a lot of people just don't trust the Chinese government too much, and so maybe they're a little tempted to lean on, they're bad boys, which they are. They're doing some genocide over
Let me
there. It's not
complain
great.
about. Let me complain about something. Everyone.
Okay.
There was okay. First, people got mad at Trump for calling it the Chinese virus. And then
Sure.
there was a reaction of people like, why is it racist to call it the Chinese? It's not racist to call it the Chinese virus. We name things, it's just where it came from. We name things after where they came from. Ever heard of the Spanish flu?
Did you see them update the Wikipedia article on the Spanish flu to remove that it's called the Spanish flu? That was pretty funny.
I did not.
What?
I mean,
I heard some people talking about that. I don't have the facts, but
let me see if that's true. Spanish flu Wikipedia.
I believe it's called
No.
something else now, but I think
The
that
Spanish
was
flu,
changed, is what
also
I
known
heard.
as the 1918 flu pandemic, was an unusually deadly blah 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 blah. Thing about the Spanish flu is it did not come from Spain. Lamau, it came from America. All right.
Why is it called the Spanish flu?
Maybe just it got there, and that's what it's best known for being. Perhaps?
Honestly, like, okay, I'm not an expert on this, but I have heard it said that like people called it the Spanish flu, like specifically to like. Okay. I guess it was first reported in Spain, but it
Okay,
didn't come
that's
from. But it
reasonable.
didn't come from Spain. All right.
I think it's more just like the zeitgeist of culture, you know, like the coronavirus is obviously associated with China because that's where it
I mean,
fucking
all
got
right.
its start and shit.
People are like, it's not, but it's not racist just to call it the Chinese virus. And like, I agree, it's not in and of itself racist to call it that. But like, the point is, it's weird. It's weird, don't you think, that like it was called the coronavirus. They've been calling it that for months. And then all of a sudden, Trump and other people, they pivot. They start calling it the Chinese virus. Did you see that picture? There's a picture. You can see Trump's speech, and he literally used a Sharpie to cross out coronavirus on and wrote Chinese virus.
I
over
saw
it.
that. I assumed it was fake.
It's
'Cause
not fake.
I mean,
They really did that.
Can I get a source?
So
It seems so if anybody would do something like that, it would be Trump. But it just seems so ridiculous to me that you would. Why would you need to scribble it out? Couldn't you just remember I mean, maybe he
I don't
can't.
know, maybe.
I don't know.
The thing
It's-
about that
it's
is-
ridiculous.
The thing is,
There are many
the people are
alternative
mad. People are mad at
explanations.
let me fucking finish. The people are mad at the libs for being like, okay, oh, it's not racist. It's just calling it what it is. Okay, whatever. The point is not whether that phrase is racist. The point is that calling it that is like clearly a manipulation of the thing. It already had a name, but they've decided we need to give it a new name to transpose blame for this situation onto China. That's clearly why they're doing it.
Sure.
And I don't appreciate
I
it.
agree. I agree.
I think in the case of Trump, if he did that, then yeah. I think
Trump did
someone on
specifically
Twitter just
state
calling it
himself.
the Chinese virus.
No,
I don't
it was.
think.
I mean, it became a thing because Trump said it in the speech, and then
Trump
people
said
were
in
upset.
one of his speeches when like some lady asked him like if it's racist, he said like no. I mean, clearly one of his motivations here was that he said that the Chinese government attempted to spin this as actually an American virus that was like leaked by the American government, and clearly he was very annoyed by that. And he's like, no, this is a
that
Chinese
true?
virus.
Like, is that true though?
I mean, that's what he said.
I mean, why would you
I
believe
don't
anything
know.
as he says it?
I mean, that doesn't prove it's true, but I mean, I've never heard that fact disputed. I've just heard the fact
I
disputed
will
of
not.
whether it's appropriate
I will
to
not
call it
believe
that.
anything just because Trump says it.
It's just that I've heard no pushback on that point. And
I
much
don't
pushback
care.
on other points.
His,
So, I mean, that's not
literally,
evidence.
him saying it is not evidence of it being true in the slightest.
I'm not asserting that it is definitely true. I'm saying that that's an
I'm
alternative
saying that there's no
explanation.
reason to believe it even could be true simply because he mentioned it.
Also, a lot of people seem hung up on like that this is giving a bad name to the glorious Chinese people. I mean, I can sort of see that, but isn't really the intent here to smear the government, who is responsible for managing the situation and whatnot?
I mean, probably.
That's how I read it.
I don't think the attempt is to deliberately like demean the ethnically Chinese. It's definitely
No.
like a political thing.
Right.
Sure.
I mean, to be fair, the Chinese are trying to pin this on the U.S. by saying that the coronavirus started in America, and we're saying it was the U.S. military.
Is that I've never heard that. Is that this is the first I'm hearing of that?
Yeah.
If it's true,
The
then so be it.
A couple weeks ago, that was the Chinese government's position, was trying to shift blame to the U.S. and saying it was like a military operation that brought it in or something to that effect.
Oh,
So
God.
this is the government's doing the government's pretending to be blameless when they're all working in a big interlocking system where they're all at fault and
Okay.
they all need to be culled.
Just to give you a fact here, a data point, I'm reading an article in the New York Times that says, this is just the title, China spins tale that the U.S. Army started the coronavirus epidemic. So I don't know
Okay.
any more than that. It's the New York Times, seems reasonably credible.
Well then maybe.
Okay.
Whatever.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
point. The point is, I'm
debate
gonna
rages
keep
on.
calling it the coronavirus because
I mean,
that was its name.
No, I-
that
also,
seems perfectly fair to me.
Okay, Trump
curious
definitely
fact,
calls it the
the
Chinese
world-
virus just to annoy China, and I don't feel a particular need to do so, so I don't care.
People saying it annoys me. People say like, "Oh, we name things after where they come from." Well, actually, the World Health Organization says no, we don't do that anymore because sometimes
We're bringing it back, baby. Let's
that is
do
not,
it.
that is not our
70,
official naming
76,
convention.
baby.
Our official naming convention specifically preclude doing that. So no, wrong.
Oh, I'm sorry. We aren't bringing your fancy laws to the streets
My
where we call the
fancy-
virus,
I'm
what
sorry.
it really is.
I'm
Damn
just,
Chinese.
I'm too by the book.
Ben, let's call it what it is. It's the Kung Flu.
It's the Kung Flu. I
Nothing's
know.
going to change.
Look, in my heart of hearts, I know it's the Kung Flu.
hey, okay, but I was also curious. We talked about the dang lectures. I wanted to hear what your debacle about your lecture, Ben. and your
Mine
trauma
fucking
you suffered.
sucked.
Yeah.
It was because I guess my headphones are bad because there were two audio tracks.
Mm-hmm.
One was from the two floor mics, and the other was from the lapel mic.
Yeah.
And I listened to both of them, and like quality wise, I didn't hear that much of a difference. But this baffles me. But for some reason, the you guys talking was actually quieter relative to me speaking in the floor mics. In the lapel mics, you guys are actually like relatively louder. I don't know how that could
That's very
possibly
strange.
be the case.
Yeah.
And yet it is. So I was like, well, since I don't hear much of a quality problem, I'll just go with the floor mics because like whatever, it doesn't matter. So I released it, and in hindsight, actually the quality of the lapel mic is actually a little better. It's a little less tinny, but but it's not like a deal breaker. However, I guess for some reason the two floor mics were like out of sync with each other. Like their waveforms were like
sometimes.
Yeah, they were just like one frame off or whatever. And so listen to in stereo, it sounded okay. But if you listen to it on mono, the two signals, because they were out of sync, they would like negatively cancel, or I forget what the phrase is. You know, the two waves would like cancel each other out. And so people said it sounded like they were hearing me like as though I was speaking underwater or through a wall or something. So, you know, most people didn't have it, and a lot of people were like, why are you re-uploading it? It's fine, it's fine. But, like, some people were like, this sounds, like, terrible. Like, this is, like, unlistenable.
Yeah.
So,
I couldn't use the mics for the audience because for some reason, as the lecture went on, those ones desynced from
in my case...
the video. It was very weird.
In my case, and this is very frustrating, in my case, actually, the lapel mic desynced. It's not very much. But if you watch at the end of the Kokoro Wish lecture, you can see that like the audio is desynced from the video by like a quarter of a second. Like it's very minor, but if you pay attention, you can kind of see it.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
yeah,
the whole last third part of my lecture, the audio drops in quality even further because I guess the lapel mic for the third recording just didn't work. So it was just the camera audio.
Lol.
So it's just like, okay, it's just bad. It's not going to be good. We're gonna have to ride on the performance and the information because clearly the production value is not
Once
here.
you got him in for the first 2 hours, I mean, most people will coast.
I ended up. I contacted our old friend Oblivion Fall to do. I was like, first I wanted him to like, hey, could you fix this phase issue that is like causing this cancellation? And then he kind of did, but then he was like, you know, the lapel mic sounds better. And I was like, well, okay, can you just apply the lapel mic? And he was like, well, I want to do some cleanup on it. I was like, okay. And then it took a while, but then he did it. And then I got it up. And that was how that happened. But very frustrating because the second release did not get as many views as the first one. It did not spike. I think it killed some of its momentum to re-upload it. It lost like 6.8 thousand views that it had on the first one. Kind of a bummer. But whatever. What are you gonna do?
You need to give it a Reddit bump, dude.
I should a Reddit bump.
These things will come. I think we should
no,
do.
This
maybe
is,
once all the lectures
Nate,
are out.
Shut the fuck up! I'm fucking talking. Oh my god.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Holy shit! It's fine. No, I love you.
I was a little quiet. I'm sorry.
On the first release, I went and I posted it on like every fucking subreddit that it was even marginally related. I posted it in my Discord. I posted it in the RFCK Discord. I posted the link to the first one everywhere. And I don't know if it made that much of a difference, but it clearly maybe made some because the first one got a percent more views by a bit. But I don't know if I have the energy to do that again. I don't know if I feel... I feel like embarrassed. I would feel embarrassed to do it a second time.
I know what you mean.
I don't know.
You just got to pin it on the audience, but because people were complaining, I went back and did this.
These fucking entitled viewers. Where would I plug such a thing? I was thinking, like, what subreddits would I even post this on?
The PCP subreddit.
Yeah,
of
it was
course.
already there. It was already there. But like I went and I posted...
webcomics subreddit, the cringe subreddit.
I did that too. I posted on like 15
the
different
based
subreddits.
subreddit.
Yeah.
Is there a based subreddit?
There should be.
Okay.
Probably.
I don't... Where do you plug a thing like this? I put it on 4chan. I don't know.
Sure.
I made a thread on 4chan about it.
Go
Lasted
to
like a couple hours.
r/college and just be like, here's a university lecture for you guys.
There is actually a subreddit for video lectures. It's not that big.
Huh.
Wait.
Regardless, I admire the effort.
r/lectures.
I don't think about any of this because I'm a fucking idiot.
I mean,
I didn't do anything. I just uploaded
to be fair,
it
it didn't make much of a difference for me. But like, this is the kind of thing that I worry about. I like to watch numbers go up.
Indeed. Same.
You want to know something disgraceful?
Yes.
You want to know something disgraceful about our friend Give and Take?
Oh no.
Yeah.
What? Ream him, Ben.
Slay
him.
Do you know what he's doing right now?
Jerking his little dick.
Worse. He is streaming Ratchet and Clank. on.
He's streaming right now.
He is streaming right now.
What
He
a
must have
badass.
forgotten.
That piece of shit.
You know what it is? He keeps thinking, okay, yesterday he like pinged everybody 2 hours before the meeting and like, hey guys, it's time for the meeting. I think his like clock or alarms are just wrong.
Oh,
He's
God.
in a
How fucking hard is it to fix that?
I don't know.
I think he probably just something got screwed when he like changed time zones when he came here or something. I have no idea, but the
It's
boy
that
needs
damn
help.
Corona. It's gotten to his brain.
Shit.
Seems like a very solvable problem to me.
We could add him right now, but it's too late.
I guess.
Yeah.
If
It's
he's
possible.
entertaining the
I'm not
people.
gonna.
You know what he should do?
We didn't add everybody.
We should
beforehand.
we didn't add everybody. Whoops. We should get him on the podcast right now, but he should have our audio be audible on his stream. Like we should have this
Sneak
episode
peek.
live on Gibbon Gaming.
Potentially doable, I suppose.
Guys.
Here, I'll just add everyone.
I got the best fucking comment right now on the Kokoro Wish lecture. It is from Mike Smith. Do you want to know what it said?
Yeah, please.
Indeed.
It said, "Christ, you people are ugly."
He's not
Oh,
wrong.
Christ.
Dab,
That's
dab.
oof.
Classic.
Facts.
My favorite comment on the Animorphs lecture so far was just someone like yesterday saying,
I know what you're gonna say.
"This is the
Yeah.
most unfunny thing I've seen in a long time," or something
Oh.
like that.
I thought you were gonna say the
Strange.
one about the foreskins.
Oh, that one was great too. That was
Oh,
just
yeah,
nightmare
yeah.
fuel.
Tell us that one, Tom. Real quick.
Yeah, so somebody commented yesterday on the Animorphs lecture saying like, "Oh, so you're saying when everybody morphs back, all of their non-genetic injuries are healed from their base form. So that means that all the male Animorphs got their foreskin back, right?" And I'm just like,
And all
I-
the women got their FGM reversed.
I
Thank God.
guess so. I guess so. I can't say
FGM?
you're wrong. Female
What's
genital mutilation, Ben.
Oh, right, my favorite.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
My favorite
Good.
thing to watch
Finally.
Let's Plays
Fascinating.
of.
I can't cure this damn autism. Or this damn one-itis, the deadliest illness known to man.
Shit.
If only.
Listen to Purple Glasses over here making more misogynistic comments. I'd never say the
not
word
even
because I hate women
misogynistic.
so much.
Well, I mean, true. Well, hey, I don't wonder if you guys have done the same, because I've been going through my big ass long lecture, and I'm gonna go through it. I'm getting pretty close to being done. I should be done editing it today, so it should be out by the time people hear this. We know how my predictions go, but feeling pretty confident
Another
about
2
this
months.
one. And
End of the month, people. End of the month.
I've been doing well, that's only 2 days from now. So
End of the month, every month.
We'll so I've been going through the entire thing and putting in images. I've really this is almost my penance. It's my penance for I feel so bad about both the Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy lecture not adding in images just
Yeah.
of things to give context. I've maybe gone a bit overboard.
My policy, I did the same thing for Kokoro Wish, and I'm doing the same thing for Chris 102. My policy, and I haven't stuck to it 100%, but like my rule of thumb is I don't show images of events. I just show images of a character or like a
That's
thing.
smart.
Yeah, when the
And I have
character.
a general rule that's mostly it's like the first time a character is
Yes.
mentioned, I show them, and that's generally
if
it for the
there's
rest of the
something
thing.
that you would need to end up to visualize, like
Yeah.
to understand what I'm talking about, I show that. But generally, I don't show like, oh, this is. If I say, oh, and then this happened, show the panel where it happened. No, sometimes
you
I do.
want people to wonder and to use their imagination a lot of the time
Yes,
for what things look like.
Yeah, I have been considering like, should I do Sonichu 101 remastered where I just put images on screen?
I thought of that too.
I don't know. Like, on the one hand, like, one, would people care? Two, like, would it actually like help anyone with understanding what I'm talking about? Would anyone watch it? Would it like, yeah, I don't know.
Well, the interesting thing is that
It's a thing that I would like to exist, but I feel like if I were to release it and nobody cared, like, what would be the point?
Sure.
I don't know.
One of the things that I didn't expect would be so well received, because I just blatantly copied it from the RFCK lecture, was having little audio cues when images popped up, because I didn't even consider that people would just like tab over and do something else.
Oh, they will, no doubt.
But of course they would.
I consider that as well. There are too many images, so I'm just bailing on that idea. It is a good one, though. It is a good one.
Oh, the dings?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I decided that there were too many images, and I wasn't going to ding for every one.
The first render I did not have the dings. Then the RFCK lecture came out in between, and I already had an error I needed to fix. I was like, well, I might as well put them in. I don't have any excuse now, so I did.
That's smart. That's smart. I've also, as I've been going through the whole thing, I have like my audio up, and like I have everyone else muted for optimal audio quality, and then only at times when the audience speaks, I raise the audio of the ambient noise and then lower it once they're done. I've done that through the entire thing so far, and it's pretty much the most time-consuming thing of the whole project. But
yeah, that's why
I'm gonna stick with it.
I'm not sure if Oblivion mentioned wanting to do some of that. I don't know if he ended up doing it. I don't think it was
This
that big.
It's going to be a classic overproduced best guy ever video, no doubt.
Yeah, I don't. It's just like the audio in Sonichu 101 is like bad, and like I get quieter and louder when I face the mic or away from the mic. Like it's bad, but it's got 1 million views. Nobody gives a shit.
It's true. It's true.
I was looking at the lapel mic audio for the Sonichu 102, and there's one side is clearly louder. Like the left channel is louder than the right channel, and there's probably a really simple way to fix that or compensate for it. Maybe I'll do it. Is rendering audio through Vegas like bad? Does that like make it audio bad? Should I like render the video in Vegas and then like get the audio from another source and just like apply it through another program? I
generally do that stuff in Audacity, but I've never been sure it's actually necessary. I wouldn't. No, I mean I don't think so. But I've always used Audacity like for this purpose, so I can't tell you exactly.
Yeah, but you can't render a video in Audacity.
Oh, right.
Do you then put the audio into Vegas and render it in Vegas?
I mean, sometimes, but only for things that I don't really care about the quality of. Just because I've been afraid it'll be worse. So
is what you're saying that you do the audio in Audacity, you render the video in Vegas, and then you apply the Audacity audio to the video through an external
I have
program.
done that many times.
What program do you use for that?
Well, Audacity. Audacity in Vegas.
No.
What did I miss?
What I'm saying, do you?
You're asking how do you strip the audio from the video?
Yeah.
I can't remember offhand.
Well, if you want to get audio
but you just said you do it. What do you do?
Well, I mean, it's been a while since I last did it. Maybe I did render just the MP3 or the FLAC file or whatever in Vegas to get the best quality possible, and then edit it in Audacity because I do that fairly frequently.
That doesn't make any that doesn't make any fucking sense. How would you render a video file in Audacity?
No, everything I'm talking about in Audacity is that I've stripped audio files from other projects in some way, such as rendering a FLAC file from Vegas or whatever. Then you import it into Audacity, where I do lots of cleanup stuff. Then I move it back.
Move it back. How?
To Vegas.
Move it back. So you put it in Vegas and render it in Vegas.
I mean, yes. But then Audacity's involved.
Thank you. Oh boy. All right. Cool.
Just for future reference, you can save a step of rendering out a FLAC file. If you install the FFmpeg extension for Audacity, you can just import video files and it'll just automatically grab the audio file from whatever video you import and just dump it in there.
That's the sort of thing.
Can you then put that audio onto a video file?
No, you have to save it as a MP3 or WAV file and then sync it back up.
Oblivion Fall had, I forget what he said the software. Oblivion Fall had software that could just take an audio file and just swap it into a video. Like just apply
sounds like
it
something
to,
an audio guy would have.
Just apply it to a video file without re-rendering, which is pretty convenient, but I don't think it's free software though.
Anything's free if you know where to look.
Maybe.
That's true.
Maybe.
That's true. Well, after this, I've got one more lecture to end. Well, I guess I'll just say, I mean, I've been charged with the heightened responsibility of getting Brad's esteemed lecture done, which won't that be a fun thing?
Yes.
He's got lots of useful information, everybody, so stay tuned. Won't that be fun? Look in your sub box on the old PCP.
King.
Yes, King.
What is the next lecture coming out? Whose lecture's coming out next?
I really think it's going to be mine because I'm almost done.
Okay, cool. I am really looking forward to the response to Digi's lecture. That's the one that I'm like,
yeah, that's gonna be juicy.
That's gonna be juicy.
That's definitely true, but I'm the most hyped for Munchies because Munchies was so much fun to listen to, and great.
I mean, true, but also, have we said? Should I say what it is?
Yeah, he said it. French Revolution.
Yeah.
I wonder if people will not want to hear about real history as opposed to
we need to
like
sell them on it.
You gotta have a really insane
stuff.
title. Like the French Revolution's the best anime you've never seen, or some really dumb shit.
That's
like
pretty
that.
good. Honestly, that's probably the way to go with the title.
Yeah. I mean, he starts it and he says, what does he say? He's like, "Oh, history's boring. Actually, no, you're an idiot. I'll kill you."
He says
fun.
like history
is anime. Is like the tagline, right?
Yeah,
Exactly.
he says it. Yeah,
That's why I said that.
Oh,
right,
makes sense.
right.
Spoilers, tee.
Hurry and get it out, Munchie. He probably pawned it off to a sweatshop laborer, Ethan, again, and probably takes 6 months to get that shit out.
Maybe.
He
needs to be
disappointed.
Munchie needs to be working on the Vaporette.
That's true.
Nobody,
That's true.
no, we don't need this lecture. We need the Vaporette. It is. Okay. Nexus is working on his.
Yeah.
Jade Moreau told me yesterday that she was going to work on hers.
Yep.
Don't know what's going on with Munchie and Kazi's. But God, I hope soon. I hope they'll be done soon.
Who is done? Are there people who are done?
Cheesy Manfredo and Hippo are
Good man.
done.
Good man. All right.
Yes.
My money is sitting
I've got-
somewhere. I want my product.
I just want to give these artists money. I just want to pay them for their work.
I just want to consume the product so I can clap and start waiting for the next
Yes.
product.
I mean, yeah, true.
Hey, Ben said before, he wasn't thrilled with how his episode, or having to repost and whatnot, and that got me thinking. Maybe we should do a thing where we like sell DVDs of the lectures as one big box set after like all of ours come out, and people can fucking buy them and watch them.
I think that's unironically a good idea.
Yeah.
One time, boy, that's a weird to imagine, and yet I can't help but think it probably is a good idea.
Yeah.
One time I downloaded some software, some DVD like design software, and I tried to actually I probably made some progress with it. I tried to design a DVD menu and like a DVD design for my Nuzlocke genocide.
Right.
And it was really hard and really frustrating, and I think I abandoned the project. I don't remember how far into it I got. I don't know. So yeah, I mean, it's
a lost art, the DVD menu.
Back
did it
in
go?
2007, I played around with iDVD on my Mac constantly. It was super simple. It worked great. I made tons of DVDs of like all my pirated.
What'd you put on them?
I just put all my pirated TV shows on DVD so I could watch them on my TV. It was fucking lit.
Did you make like menus?
Yeah, they had you just drag and drop some menus, you put some images in, and they just work like it was an Apple thing. Back when Apple was actually cool, and it was the easiest thing in the world.
Oh,
That's
man.
fucking sick. I want to make my Naruto DVD playing In the End with a sick Naruto versus Sasuke background.
You could do that. It was super easy.
Fucking sick. Oh, and to press play, you have to like press the Sharingan on Sasuke's eye to start. Fuck yeah.
I was using a program called DVD Architect.
Damn.
I didn't enjoy the process very much.
The Virgin iDVD versus the Chad DVD Architect.
No, I think it might be the other way around.
Based versus cringe. Both cringe.
Yeah.
DVDs
I
are
can't remember
pretty
where I saw
cringe.
this. I just saw a video the other day. Maybe
I mean,
someone remembers.
I haven't fucked with a DVD in years, so like it would never occur to me to create.
Oh, you know what it was? I just watched Cinemassacre. The Angry Video Game Nerd made a video about like, I forget what else it was, but it was, among other things, like the lost art of the DVD menu. How they used to be set. It was in the context of some bigger
Damn.
video. He was
That sounds
complaining
pretty
about.
cool.
I feel like
He was
I remember
complaining about like a
that.
Blu-ray, and then I think it expanded to all his Blu-rays, and how he was fucking sick of these awful.
Oh,
like,
I think I
basic
remember
bitch.
this video. I don't remember
What
what it was
video was
talking
that?
about. I don't remember which one it was, but I remember this point because he's saying like it's just like a static screen. It's really boring and dumb.
And they all use like the same format, and it totally sucks.
Yeah,
yeah. I'm gonna do a scan real quick of his channel and see if I can
Alright.
find it.
What if we had a DVD box set or a Blu-ray box set of the lectures, and then for like bonus content, we could have like the commentary on the lecture. So like if you already seen it,
Commentary.
yeah, like commentate on the lecture.
Sure.
Like,
Although some of those are pretty long. That'd be a long commentary track.
Oh god, like we would like record like a new like commentary track to play over it.
Yeah. It'd be a big ask, but it would be pretty cool.
I mean, we're in the lecture. We're asking questions.
Yeah, they have actors do commentary on movies they're in all the time. This is standard DVD extras 101.
But like we
True.
we were doing the commentary in the video. We're there raising our hands and saying stuff,
Ben,
making comments.
Ben, it's a joke, Ben.
No.
It's supposed
No,
to
it
be
wasn't.
funny. Yeah.
Well,
Oh wait, I got it. I'm sorry, I found the video. It's the top 10 reasons Blu-ray sucks by Cinemassacre. That's the one. I will post.
I can't
it.
wait.
And,
Get ready for our Blu-ray box set, guys. Cinemassacre disapproved.
No,
It's like-
we can put some
it's like
stank
when-
on that menu. We can.
where like Munchie asks a
crank it
question
up.
in the lecture, and then in the commentary is like, "Yeah, so when I raised my hand, I was really concerned about a certain thing. You know, I'd heard like
Maybe we can provide one additional piece of content in such a DVD or Blu-ray box set or something to
like
tantalize
one
those who need a
secret
new
bonus
thing.
lecture."
That would be a good place
yeah.
to float the short lectures, like the remedial class ideas that we were talking about forever.
True, but like we haven't made one yet. I
No,
mean,
we have
there's
not
games,
made one.
Remind me
but,
what the remedial lectures were about.
We were
I
just
forget.
talking about like trying to do short, like half an hour, 45-minute lectures that were just like not
Yeah, I want to crack into
a
those.
4
I want to do
hour monster.
next RadCon.
I
I want to
think-
do one big lecture. I've already got some ideas, and I want to do like one small lecture, like deliberately, intentionally, like 20 to half an hour minutes. Or
I was
whatever.
thinking if we were going to do that, I was going to do this in general, but now that we're talking about the box set, maybe I put it
Yeah.
on that. Like a mini lecture on the Animorphs TV show, because it's so much
Sure.
different and it was so
Sure.
shitty. Like a half an hour
yeah.
thing going through that and being the changes and how like the budget fucked it over and all that crap.
You know what, Tom? I forget. I think someone said this, but I did think this was an amazingly good idea. I don't know I'd have to do research. Maybe you're better suited for this, but a lecture on all of the Doom lore. Because there is extensive lore of Doom, and it's fucking crazy.
Eternal canonized like everything, like all the
Yeah,
Dooms are
yeah.
one storyline now. It's pretty ridiculous.
Yep. I don't know, even analyzing retcons and stuff. The thing is, my first Doom, I mean, I played Doom 1 back in the day, but like I didn't pay any attention to the story. My first real Doom was like 2016, so
I
I'm
mean,
no fucking
the story in
old
Doom
OG.
1 is like
There's
4
demons.
paragraphs.
yeah, you're right.
And
You know what's fucked up,
Your
man?
rabbit's
Why-
dead and you're really mad about it.
We were playing Doom the other day, or like a couple months ago. Why is the font so fucking horrible and impenetrable and impossible to read? Like all the letters, the kerning is awful in the original Doom, and nobody talks about it. But that's the
Because-
real reason why that game is a 0 out of 10. I can't read shit.
Because a VGA monitor when it came out was like high tech.
I don't give a shit, man. Also, you know what? game
Check
has
your
no
2020
excuse?
privilege, dude.
Maybe I will. The Banjo-Tooie, which I played as I was prepping for the big Banjo Smash video or whatever. Like the kerning again of the font at the beginning of the game as it does like the text scroll, like telling you the story so far. It like the letters are literally over each other. It's a nightmare. Why did they do it that way? It was actually hard to read. I couldn't believe like this game is so good. So much love and craft was put into every aspect of the game. But then these letters are like impossible to read. It's a fucking nightmare.
I just want to show you what I was talking about before. Look at
Okay.
these are the views on the Animorphs lecture.
Oh, there they go. All right.
It is accelerating. Asymptotic. It will reach infinity.
You could
shortly.
say it's going
If-
to the moon.
It's going to the moon.
If current trends hold, it will actually circle back around into infinity sometime.
Just on the lectures in general,
In the next
there's
month.
such a. I've really been trying to take stock of which ones succeed and beyond others. I really think just the best formula is like unexpectedly cool or unexpectedly interesting stuff presented
Yes.
with like a certain reverence and perhaps, you know, some jabs at the thing, but with like a sincere love for the thing.
I mean,
but that
that's
the
why
people didn't know about.
I mean, that's why I think that the Kokoro Wish lecture is the best lecture, and why I should be doing these Iron Man numbers, not you.
Yeah.
I deserve those views.
We gotta pump those numbers up.
Well, Ben,
Every-
according to that one guy on Twitter, the Animorphs lecture was your win just as much as it was mine.
How so?
Oh yeah, somebody's because I posted that I was like feeling bad on Twitter, and someone responded like, "But hey, you did the Animorphs lecture," and someone else was like, "Actually, Tom did that," and the guy responded like, "Yeah, but Ben was like really contributing and like asked to." I mean, like,
true.
I guess.
I mean, it's not wrong. You did add a lot to it, so
you could choose to see it like that.
Ben's
if you were so
Animorphs
inclined.
lecture really was a success. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, everyone.
Ben's
just spread it
debut
around.
role as the TA was really well done.
Hashtag Ben's Animorphs lecture. Get it trending.
That sounds good.
Because like everyone in the comments of the Kokoro Wish lecture is like, I thought this was gonna be cringe. You all said the same thing too after that. You were like, I thought this was gonna be cringe, but it was actually based. Like, I can't believe it was actually cool. I'm
I
shocked.
totally stand by that. Yeah, I completely think that.
It's the second year in a row you've done that. Last time with Tails Gets Trolled, we all thought that was going to be dumb, but it was actually
that's
fucking
true.
lit.
That's true. Tales Gets Trolled was the same.
Although it's time to ask the hard question. I think that perhaps there's a reason. Okay, Chris Chan is obviously exponentially more famous, but I think that there's a certain thirst for blood. I think the people, in a sense, they want to see the person shit talked. They want to see them reamed a little bit. I think there's a certain hunger for that.
I'm just not that interested in doing that.
Sure.
Like, I go on every now and then I'll check the CWC thread on Kiwi Farms, and it is like I never went on Kiwi Farms, but like back in college I would check like the Something Awful forums, which was where like the hotbed for Chris discussion back in the day, and Kiwi Farms seems like basically similar, maybe a bit more mean spirited, but it is so boring. It is so lame. Here, let me fucking peep some right now.
Okay, sure.
This is the state of default, just like negative, like shit talking is like, Chris is a lol cow. I'm gonna misgender them because they're a hypocrite or whatever, and they're bad. This is like this moralizing. Okay, God, there was oh God.
You're losing me, Ben. I'm really
I
bored.
know. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Someone says, "Oh, for sure. No sapient being that's even remotely in their right mind, in any dimension or reality, would ever enter willingly into a loving relationship with Chris. Not even his hedgehog abominations. He has nothing to offer anyone. So unless they were being blackmailed or were enslaved, or forced into it some other way, every one of them would run far, far away from Chris. That's arguably Chris's biggest delusion." And they're talking about his marriage to his tulpas or whatever.
Right.
And then blah, 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 something about the idea guys. I agree. That's why I just can't feel pity for Chris. For the most part, he has only himself to blame for his situation. It was his shitty life choices, laziness, will for ignorance, stubbornness, and forcing away anyone who doesn't kiss his ass and humor his delusional crap that brought him to his current situation. What the idea fags did to Chris shitty and cruel? Yes, but it was Chris who chose to ignore reality for comforting lies. This is the state of like Chris Chan discussion as it is now, and like I want no part of it, because not only is it like like imagine 1,500 pages of a thread that are like that, just like pointing out like here's what, just stewing in like, I hate Chris so much, let me just say over and over and over again what I think is wrong with her.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's boring. It's mean. Not only is it mean spirited, it's boring, and
It's
I hate
definitely
it.
boring.
I don't want to fucking do it anymore. I don't want to be a part of that shit.
Well, I mean, I think the great thing about the lectures, and I think the reason why they resonate so much, is that they come from an authentic place for all of us. Like, we all choose topics that we're legitimately invested in, and it's not like an ironic, like, haha, tee, which is why a lot of the times, when people make great suggestions for lecture topics, like, I don't act on them because, like, I have no reason I'm not into it. Like, someone's like, "Oh man, this is like such a great lecture on Animorphs. You got to do Kay Applegate's Everworld series next." I'm like,
yeah,
never read it.
Well,
never read it.
Yeah.
And it's just
I know, yeah, like it basically has to be something that like we're already interested in, that we've already spent like our life, thinking about and reading about, and we, like to do a lecture. I mean, I guess you could just like go look up something you've never heard of, like do some research and present a lecture on. Like you could do that,
Yeah.
but like it wouldn't
would be
the
different.
same.
Yeah, it would be totally
Yeah,
different.
we all know what makes the lectures special or like good is like the tangible details, and a lot of those. I mean, we were saying the other day, it takes a lifetime to prepare for a lecture, and then 30
Yes.
minutes to like arrange the board, or whatever. It's actually hours, but you know what I'm saying. And like it's the tangible details that, like, for example, I mean, I'll just say I'm doing One Piece. It'll be out by now. You'll see it. Like, if you hadn't read the SBSs, there's so many amazing details that, like, as I'm going through and editing right now,
yeah,
the
that's
big
like-
laughs
that's
come
the
from,
big
like,
thing.
the little details that people don't know. Like, the fact that Sanji doesn't get burned by his fiery Diambly Jambi technique because, canonically, while his leg is hot, his heart burns hotter. So that doesn't even make sense, but it's the explanation, and it's great. That's the kind of shit, in my mind, that makes the lectures good.
Definitely. Man, great stuff. I want the Kokoro Wish. I think Kokoro Wish is just as interesting as, say, Tails. I think Kokoro Wish deserves to do as well as Tails Gets Trolled. It might not because of like
comparable.
It might not because of lower name recognition.
Would you say Kokoro Wish doing well is your Kokoro Wish right now?
Yeah, I would say so. Definitely. I don't know. Shit, I feel like I had more to say about that, but I've kind of lost the thread.
No matter. I don't know. We've been talking about that for a while. We can go to the voicemails if you want.
I was gonna say about the mini lectures. I feel people tell me to do Ulalilia. I would do. I had kind of thought maybe I could cram in Ulalilia into Radcon 4. It didn't work out, but I think that would be a short lecture. I think it might be under an hour because I mean, I focus on like the work that they've done. Like I can talk about Ulalilia and how he's like a weird guy with OCD and all these like strange personal habits, but it doesn't really take that long to explain. I would mostly be talking about his books, and he's written 2 books, and they're pretty simple, and they wouldn't take like a huge amount of time to like summarize. They've got their funny moments, they got their funny bits in there.
Yeah, that's the stuff people want to hear.
I think it's worth doing.
Oh, yeah, I would do it, and at Radcon 5 I probably will, but it'll be short. It won't be like a 2-hour lecture.
I've heard suggestions for like a bunch of. I mean, I'm interested in what people are want to hear and stuff. Like somebody the other day, because I think I was on stream and I just said I was talking about how much I love Legend of Dragoon. Someone's like, do a Legend of Dragoon lecture. I was like, okay. I mean, first of all, Legend of Dragoon does have some cool lore, but we're talking about one game. And there is some cool stuff about, like, did you know, I just learned this the other day, that apparently Dart was like the next character being considered to be included in the PlayStation All-Stars right before the game got like canned and they stopped making like new characters for it.
That would have been wild.
That's too bad, because that was the one character I was really hoping to see is maybe a preference to like a revival of the series, because I really do love that game and stuff. But I mean, and then there's other ones like, I mean, Metal Gear, people have suggested. Now that would probably be better because there's lots of crazy lore in there, and like the real life drama and stuff. That could be pretty interesting.
That'd be very long.
I mean, yeah, it depends on how you want to do it. But I mean, who knows the real lore of like the first 2 Metal Gear games? Something about Gray Fox, you fight him, Big Boss, Zanzibar.
Metal Gear is a pretty good one.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, like the thing about the lecture, I think the lectures they benefit if the thing you're talking about is something that you would benefit from additional context for, other than if you just experience, like if you just played Dragoon, you would know everything there is to know about Dragoon.
Yep.
Like Kokoro Wish and stuff is like, well, there's there's context about the author that helps you, that is interesting and informs the work. Michelle just made the best fucking tweet I've ever seen in my life.
Did she? What is it?
Did you see yesterday? I posted a tweet that said 3-stage evolution, and it was my 3 faces from the 3 Radcons.
Yeah.
And how I look way different in every one. She just tweeted 3 pictures of Spinel. There's like pre like happy Spinel, like sad Spinel from the garden, and then like evil Spinel.
Yeah.
That's and it's supposed to parallel my journey,
Oh.
and I think it is pretty much accurate.
Oh, that's good. Way to go, Michelle.
Okay. I think I'm done. I think I'm done talking about that.
I'm pretty tapped in general. We could just move on to voicemails now if you want. We got them.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. Let me see. Got them pulled up right here. Okay, everybody, of course, go down and click on the link to the speak.
Wait. I want to very briefly. I do want to expand on something that I mentioned last time. Last episode, I said some stuff about how I thought makeup was cool. On reflection, I think what that is that I just like the idea of being like an edgy goth teen and wearing eyeshadow. I think just being goth is what I like about it.
Hashtag not gay.
I think that was the appeal. On further reflection.
Okay, fair enough.
And just for me to quickly,
I just want to be the
something,
front man of an emo band.
I disavow everything I said about Doom Eternal last week. Doom Eternal is great. I love it now.
Oh yeah, I wanted to mention that because I saw you change your mind about that, or say something online about how much you like Doom Eternal. Though it sounds like, I mean, you got to the end. I'm right before the last area. You had some issues with the last boss and stuff.
I still think boss fights aren't that great. Because I have a whole video coming out in like 2 days.
Probably. Do you like waiting for the Marauder's eyes to flash before you can shoot the fucking Axeman?
The Marauders didn't kill me once. I don't know what everyone's bitching about.
What? Oh my god, I died so many fucking times to those guys.
I'm playing on normal though. I know everyone is playing on ultra violence. So.
I'm not. I'm playing on not easy, the one above it that looked hard enough. So it's probably the same as you.
Yeah. I killed all the Marauders without ever dying to them once, and I felt like a god because of it.
Shocking.
Based.
Well, you're good. you do video games, clearly.
He is video games, Tom. You fucking idiot.
It courses through my veins.
So what changed your opinion?
GameStop's an essential service.
I remember indeed. We talked about how
I'm going to change my Twitter handle,
and you didn't like it. What changed?
I'm going to change my Twitter handle to GameStop is an essential service.
Good idea. Great idea. So tell me, Tom, what was your thought process?
Well, I'll have a link to the I Am Games video that goes over everything in the description when it's up. Because at this time recording, it's not. But it's just like coming to grips with. Okay, the first thing that I realized that I did not know for the first like 3 or 4 levels is that unlike Doom 2016, the chainsaw is constantly recharging, so you almost always have at least one charge.
Oh, I didn't even know that. Okay,
and that changes the entire dynamic of the game because in 2016 you hold on to your chainsaw charges unless you really need ammo or if you want to take down big enemies. But in this game, like because your ammo capacity is so much lower, you're supposed to be chainsawing constantly. So as soon as you do that, the whole flow of the game starts to click because you're like, oh, that's why there's ads in every encounter because they're ammo boxes with legs. I get it now.
That's true. I noticed in one of the loading screens, it specifically said there's like it's like a list. It's like, okay, well, I forget what it's called, but what's it called? Where they glow yellow and you do a kill to get health. Brutal, like it's like a brutal kill for HP, like flamethrower for armor, chainsaw for ammo, and then like bloody punch or whatever to build up whatever the fuck it is. Actually, you do brutal kills to build up your bloody punch. So like they're clearly trying to get you into a flow of using these like in rotation to keep all your stats up and keep your health up.
You need to use everything.
I really enjoyed that.
And once you do, okay, the best fucking thing. Like, the game basically becomes first-person Devil May Cry once you have everything unlocked. Because, like, you can, like, double jump and then double dash and then meat hook all the way across and, like, then, like, super shotgun someone in the face, turn him into Gibbs, then you land and turn around and you can blood punch and, like, turn into Gibbs. You can make an encounter just a non-stop sequence of increasingly cathartic violence. And it's a 10 out of 10. It's great. Except for the parts that aren't
awesome. Great. What's your favorite weapon? Just out of curiosity.
Oh, dude, the meat hook and the super shotgun's so good.
It's good shit.
Like
I feel a little bad. I feel like I'm missing out not playing Animal Crossing during the quarantine.
I also want to play it, but I haven't beaten Doom yet.
My roommate has it, and like I could play it if I wanted to. But like I don't know. On the one hand, like it's such a time sink.
Yeah.
On the other hand, but like everyone on Twitter is doing it, and it's like. Someone said that like us playing, like, it's the opposite energy from that one summer where everyone was out playing Pokemon Go.
It's very
Right,
true.
right.
Now is everyone is at home playing Animal Crossing.
Hey,
and,
I heard though,
talking
this may
about
be
it.
of interest to you if you're considering playing on someone else's Switch specifically, because I heard that like there's only one island per Switch, so even if you made an account, you'd have to like share the land with that person.
What? Even
That's
if you
what I
have
heard.
a different account, that doesn't. That would
I
be
heard that it
very
was like an
weird.
annoying thing that like Nintendo. I don't know. I don't even know what the point of it is.
That would
but
be
that
very
there's-
weird if true.
I haven't explored it, but that's what I had heard, and it made me dubious because me and Michelle were thinking of getting it and splitting it. But then
I
we're
was
like, well,
planning
I'm
on getting
cucked here.
Animal Crossing now that I'm done with Doom, but then I watched
Yeah.
the Jim Sterling video on it, and he said that there's item degradation and items break all the time, and that made me not
What?
want to play
Well-
it anymore.
Like what? Like your chairs and your furniture and shit?
Just like I don't know, they're just like he just said like yeah, there's like your like things
It must
you
be your
use,
tools.
your tools all
Yeah.
break and shit. I'm like I'm not fucking with that shit. Maybe I'll
Okay,
play
that's
new.
That's not so bad though, because those can be replenished, and none of those are. You don't get like legendary like
His-
golden shovels or something.
His like
Do you?
his video basically broke it down to saying that like Animal Crossing has always been like a grindy game, which I'm already
Yeah,
not
yeah.
a huge fan of. But he's like
Mhm.
Nintendo just makes everything more grindy in this one, and I'm just like
I mean,
I'm
the
out.
not
point of
good.
Animal Crossing is the grind.
Right,
That's
which is
true.
why I've never played an Animal Crossing game, and why apparently
sound like
now
the game
I
for you.
definitely never will.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
What's a shame.
The guys are. What if you shipped Isabel and Doom Guy? Because what if game was in same game? Oh God, yes, I'm cooming.
What if Gabe and Tycho found themselves trapped inside their favorite video game?
Oh, I don't even want to think about that. All right, let's do voicemails. We got voicemails over here.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Gamer news covered. All right, as we said, SpeakPipe, link in the description. Leave us voicemails. If they're good, we'll play them. That's what you get. Okay, first up, we've got Garona Question.
Yes.
Has a Corona question, I assume. Let's hear what he has to say. Okay, on the count of three, hit play. 1, 2, 3, go.
Hey, yo, shouts out to all my neets out there who've been on this living in pod, eating bug wave for a minute before all this corona quarantine shit happened. My question to the PC people is, what's the most unexpected difference or like alteration that you've noticed in your life as a result of like this quarantine or like just corona panic in general? Make sure y'all stay safe out there and keep sipping on that Purell. Peace.
Yeah. Just sit back with a nice bubble bath and a tall flute full of hand
Purell.
sanitizer.
Cleans the inside and out.
I think we touched on this already. The biggest difference for me is not that I'm doing anything differently, just that I feel worse about it.
Yeah, I pretty much agree.
Yeah.
Cool.
I
Yeah.
love to feel bad, and it's been a great excuse.
Oh, well,
right, that's it.
Actually, my roommates are all home more now. They're all like working from home more, or just not able to work because of
Yeah.
it. And the result is that they're playing board games all the time, and I've been playing some more of those
It's
occasionally.
not bad.
Not that often, but once in a while. So yeah, I guess that is a little different. Playing a game called Gloomhaven.
Ooh. I've wanted
do
to
you know
play
that one?
I want to try that. I haven't played it, but I've heard good things.
It is Gloomhaven is weird. It's like continuous. Like you buy Gloomhaven and you don't like play discrete games of it. Like every time you play it, you like change the game itself. Like it comes with this big map, and when you like do missions in the game, you might unlock like a new area, and then you'll take a sticker and like put it on the like you'll uncover a new area, and you unlock classes by like fulfilling quests with your current classes. The only character I have played thus far is he is a little psychic rat man. Actually, this is funny.
Sounds like you, Ben.
Yeah, he's a little psychic rat man from the sewers, and he basically he kind of like just kind of skulks around and he like tries to he like in limited ways like mind controls enemies, like makes them attack each other, or like makes them move or makes them do stuff. I'm pretty bad at it, to be honest. But his his quest that I drew randomly is to accrue. He wants gold. He just wants to accrue 200 gold, and that's once he does that, he'll have unlocked a new class by
You can
completing
finally
his
afford
mission.
that operation.
And so in encounters, like everyone else would be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna heal the party. Oh, okay, I'm gonna like stun everyone so they can. Okay, oh, I'm gonna like hey guys, move everyone into arrangement. Guys, be sure to like move. Don't go here. Don't go here. I'm gonna do a big AOE attack. I'm gonna like do crowd control. And I'm just gonna let you guys do that, and I'm gonna like hang in the back room and like loot everything. Like fuck that.
Smart.
Like fuck the enemies. I just want money. I'm just here to get money. I will help you if it's convenient for me.
Man, I love
and you know what? It's
Kanamori.
fine. It's fine because if I unlock that quest, everyone benefits, right?
Good. Yeah. Sure. Makes sense.
Yeah, that's my goal. Also, I have a backstory for my rat. I named him Target Practice because, and the idea is that he was like a little like freak, like in like a city or something, like in the sewer drains or whatever, and like the local kids, whenever they'd see him, they would throw shit at him because he's gross. But he didn't like speak English well, so he would hear them say they would yell Target Practice as they threw things at him, and he thought it was his name.
That's charming. I like it.
Thank you. I like that. It never comes up in game, but I thought it was cute.
In answer to the guy's question, not much has
But
changed.
soon he'll have 200 gold and he'll be able to buy and sell all those kids on the black market.
That'll be great. We're all looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Not much. I've done a little more socializing in the sense that my sister came to visit and she was here for 2 days, and that was very nice. Grace is a cool girl. Fun to hang
You're
out
a
with.
dog. You're a dog, and I'm sick of it.
And that was frankly
her
pretty much
claim
it.
to fame.
Other than that, nothing's changed.
Yep.
That's it.
Based.
Tom, any changes for you? Notable?
No,
Unexpected?
just
No?
just doing the same old, but it's more annoying because
Yeah.
I gotta worry about wiping my ass apparently.
I'll tell you, that's true. I'm running a little low on toilet paper. I'm hoping there's going to be some at the store.
That's the worst part, is now I gotta wipe my ass. What a nightmare.
Never had to
shit.
do that before. All of a sudden it became a big deal.
Everyone's
that's too
shaming
bad.
me on Twitter for not wiping my ass now that there's a pandemic going on. Ugh.
Everyone's bitching about toilet paper. I'm just like, Amazon.com, get a bidet. Maybe
Where in the Constitution does it say I have to wipe my ass?
Negative rights or positive rights?
Fucking big government.
All right, let's go on to our next question here. This is from the unironic gang weed guy, KK Corona with another K. How fun. All right, let's check it out. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, go.
Hey PCP, it's everyone's favorite original voicemail character, the unironic gangweed guy.
Yes.
Here to talk to you sheep out there. You normies think you have it so bad because of social distancing. You celebrities having mental breakdowns in your multi-million-dollar mansions while we suffer. Bitch, please. This is what we introverted, enlightened, virgin, gangweed gamers deal with every single day. Bitch. Gangweeders rise up. The joke's on you.
There you have it.
damn.
I mean-
Message from the underground.
Just hard agree.
That's all there's
I
to say.
I saw a comic posted on Twitter by Ethan Cool. You know Ethan Cool?
Don't think so.
Ethan with an EA at the beginning for some reason.
Don't know.
He's cool. He's an animator. But he posted a comic that's like it's like a little neighborhood being attacked by face-eating reptile mantis people, and the news is like, stay indoors, world in peril. And his mom's got a shotgun and she's like, I'm going out for groceries now. And the gamer kid is like, stay inside. Heh, don't mind if I do, right? Gamer heads, level up.
Based.
As someone's getting devoured out the window. I laughed. I lolled.
Oh, I'm lolling. All right, let's move on to our next voicemail. Here we go. We've got a 3-parter. This is from the Scooby-Doo Mystery Murder Files, presented by Riddle My Ass
I'm a bit of a
Batman.
murder file myself, if you know what I mean. Yes.
Indeed.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's
Okay.
listen to our intro track here. On the count of 3, here we go. 1, 2, 3, go.
Hello, it's me, your host, totally not Donald Trump. You may call me
Oh.
the interviewer. You're probably asking yourself right now, what the fuck have I gotten myself into? Well, let me tell you, bucko, you are about to listen to the best voicemail series ever.
Okay.
It's the best because it's hosted by me, totally not Donald Trump. I have the best voicemails, okay? Okay. Let me lay it down for you. Every week, I'll interview one of Scooby-Doo's victims. Then Scooby-Doo himself, for fairness or something.
Okay.
Also, and viewers, aka the PCP, feel free to ask any questions on the podcast. I'll answer them the following week. Don't come yet. The show is about to start. Right the fuck now.
All right. Totally not Donald Trump. Let's
Yeah. I have one question right off the bat, which is how do you interview, if this is a murder mystery, how do you interview Scooby-Doo's victims? Aren't they murdered?
presumably not every victim is specifically of murder.
Unless they're ghosts because it's Scooby-Doo and they like ghosts.
Well, that's true. That's true. That's got to be it. There's your answer. All right.
Okay.
Well, let's listen up because we've got the Creeper, not the Minecraft one, as I understand it, but the Scooby-Doo one, who is a distinct guy, although he's also green. All right. Let's hear what he has to say. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, go.
Welcome to the Scooby-Doo Mystery Files. Our interviewee today is the Creeper, or do you prefer Mr. Creep? Creeper. Creeper, it is then. Now, could you tell us a little bit about Scooby-Doo? Creeper, creeper, creeper. Creeper, creeper. I see. You're saying Scooby-Doo gave you the PTSD so badly that's why you have to talk in this way. Creeper, 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 creeper. What exactly did he do to traumatize you so much? Creeper, 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 creeper. He raped you in the butt. It must have been painful considering his massive doggy dong.
God, Scooby-Doo has to be stopped.
You use
Joe
his
Biden, now
tail
Scooby-Doo.
to rape your mouth simultaneously.
favorite.
You say, where it makes sense that Donatello would come in and join in the raping.
Oh.
It seems those two would make the same circles. Creeper, creeper, creeper.
Donatello's
I
involved.
understand. It's hard. Some things are too difficult to talk about. Creeper. Thank you for your time, Creeper.
Okay, there you go. Thanks.
Well,
Trump. Good
now
work.
we know.
It's totally
heard the
not
story.
Trump, though. It's not Trump. You gotta.
Oh, it's
The case
definitely
has been
totally not
broken.
Donald Trump. You're right. You're right. All right. Let's
honest
let's-
mistake. Honest mistake.
Thank you. Let's check in with the rapist. Let's see what Scooby has to say.
All right.
Here we go.
We got to
one-
get both sides. We need to hear both
That's
sides.
right.
Of
This is a
story.
balanced, fair and balanced news always. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, go.
So, Scooby-Doo, we just got done talking to that Creeper. Can you tell me anything about what you did to the Creeper? I raped him in the butt. He was real nice.
Yeah.
Why
Wow.
did you rape him in the butt? We were just going to rob him, but then we found out he had no money. Me and Donnie raped him in the butt to punish him. His rash was real nice and tight. Must have been a virgin.
It's hard to listen
Was it
to.
the first
I gotta
time
say.
you met Donnie? Resh, but I'm sure it won't be the rest. It might be the time for you to pick up one of these days. Bet he would enjoy your ass, racer interviewer. I don't think you or Donnie will be getting any of my booty anytime soon. I see you like to play hard to wit. I don't take care of you. Enough of that. Why did you leave the Creeper alive? Too little time.
Oh,
Not
God.
enough fucking. Besides, the cops showed up. And with that, that was just one of the other post shows who lost its innocence to the paws of Scooby-Doo. Next time, we meet another post show on the Scooby-Doo Mystery Murder Files. Same PCP time, same PCP channel.
Well, there you have it. Episode 1.
God
Thank
damn.
you, interviewer. Good luck not getting
what,
raped.
What an unfortunate state of affairs.
Yeah. This is not good that this is happening.
We need.
but it is.
We need. Maybe big government can save us from this, as it can with all our problems.
I can't think of any other mechanism that stands a chance, frankly, about dealing with this travesty. There you go.
all right.
More to come next week, folks. Stay tuned.
Thoughts and prayers for Creeper.
Yeah, he didn't ask for this. Though we did spook those kids, so maybe he deserves it. Unpopular opinion, he deserved
That's
it.
true. Funny. You know, we said we had to hear both sides of the story, but they were pretty much the same.
I committed a rape. I was
Yeah,
raped.
yes.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
this is lock
Checks
and key
out
right
both
there.
angles, yeah.
It checks out. Yeah, it does.
It's credible. It's credible.
In a word, credible. Yeah. All right. Let's go to our final voicemail today, and we really got to set this one up. All right. This is the one we've been waiting for. This is important. This is a humble Ugandan interviewer who has a series of pointed questions for the PCP, and you guys need to pay attention, listen up, and get serious because this is important. Okay. So you ready? All right. Here we go. Count of 3. Here we go. Ugandan interviewer, take it away. 1, 2, 3, go.
Why are you gay?
Thanks for listening, everybody. That's the end of the PCP episode for this week. Another
I have an essay. I
Yeah.
have a thesis. I have a thesis written on this topic.
Dude, I'm stupid. I'm an idiot. That's why I'm gay. That's me. That's bad.
That's right. That's it. Did you read my Google Docs?
I read the script of this episode. They're all pre-prepared. Well, this is a fake. We're tricking
It's
you.
all-
This is a friendship simulator in every sense.
It's all been carefully formulated. It's a focus group.
Indeed. These are the optimal choices made on every episode to optimize enjoyment and monetary returns. We're surging. Jesus Christ, we need to get a sponsor immediately.
We're surging.
We're fucking fools.
Yeah. We just had a rapist on our show. Can't wait. The sponsorship is gonna start rolling in.
The viewers.
It's hard-hitting journalism, goddammit. We neither
viewers
confirm
love
nor
it.
deny our support of rape. Yes, please sponsor us. Ray-Ban headphones or whatever.
It's Ray Khan. You gotta use the right names.
Ray-Ban sunglasses, also them. That's cool. I'm down for that. All right. Anyway, leave your voicemails, everybody, on the SpeakPipe link down below. There was a mere pittance this time, and that's perfectly fine. But if you want to leave them, go ahead. We'll check them out. See if they're
Six
good.
is decent.
Yeah, this is fine. This is a good number. I got no problem with that. And that's it, everybody. That's it for this episode of the Procrastinators podcast. We'll be back next week with another episode. And in the meantime, support the show and get bonus episodes. Oh, there will be a new bonus episode out by the time you hear this, most likely. We have not recorded it yet. Whoops.
I was gonna. Oh, whoops! I forgot.
Gotta do
about
that.
Those.
Lol.
I forgot about those. Shit.
Patreon.com/theprocrastinators. I'm sure it'll be great. You can count on that. There'll be like 36 fucking ones by the time you hear this. So there's gold in them hills. Indeed.
So even if we can't think of anything good to do for this one, even if we just slap this one together and shit it out, it's
There's
it's
other
fine.
gold in there. No
It'll
doubt.
average out to be good because of all the other good ones. So,
Indeed.
No.
Indeed. Maybe
Remember
we'll
that
play
time-
Animal Crossing.
Go back. I laugh every time I remember the time when we played poker and that bonus episode. Oh shit! Spoilers! I spoiled it.
Oh, you ruined it for everybody.
Bleep
well,
that out,
that's
Eleazar.
good.
Bleep it out. Bleep it out.
It's funny. It was funny.
Yeah,
though.
please,
It was funny.
please.
Okay.
And
that's my favorite.
Of course, follow the news, updates, any Twitter posts. There's lots of rad content still coming out from RadCon 4 on the Twitter. So follow at TP Crastinators. It all gets retweeted there, and more news and updates.
I've been seeing on the Twitter, like PCP like highlight moments. Is that new?
Oh, that's right. Of course. I'm so glad you mentioned that. I forgot. Eleazar, at his suggestion, was like, hey, Nate, we should bring back the PCP highlights. And I was like, yeah. So we all talked. We agreed. And so Eleazar has been making little highlight bits on the PCP highlights channel, which there will be a link to, and you should go subscribe to, because we're going to now, at least monthly, release more PCP highlights of some of the best moments of the PCP historically. We've already got Nate's legendary roller coaster story and his I don't want to be a cog in the machine. We've got Ben's Molly doing story. There's a bunch of other ones on there. There's the elephant masturbation discussion.
I'm actually going to give that one a retweet.
Please do. These
That's
are great.
That's
great shit
relevant
on
to
there.
my content.
And we're going to try to get more from everybody and have a good spread. Eleazar is the man in charge. So if you're in the PCP patron Discord, there is like a highlights channel in there. Go post in there moments you want to see highlighted, and Eleazar will be looking there to look
that
for
would be
suggestions.
great because I don't fucking remember.
There's a
any
lot of
of this
episodes.
shit.
This
But
is a
people
show
do.
to you guys, but this is just our life, and it all blends
No,
together.
yeah.
Indeed.
Please, if there's like moments like, oh, that was really funny. Oh, like that. I just, like that is a thing that sticks out in my memory. Just tell Eleazar. Go in the patron lounge. Be like, we need a highlight of this.
Yo,
'Cause,
Eleazar,
like,
if you should
this is
put
good shit.
I think his name's @Facundo on Twitter, but like put your link in the description, Eleazar, for Twitter if you want people. Maybe you don't want people to, but for people to give you suggestions for highlights, he's the man in charge. So that would be a good thing to do. But yeah, more are coming. We just released like 4 new ones, and yeah, we're gonna try to get some.
I don't think he's Facundo.
That might be his name on like Discord or something. Whatever it is, he's got a name on Discord or on Twitter. I'm sure he'll post it for your viewing pleasure. It'll be in the show notes, I'm sure. Okay, there you go. So more highlights are coming, and we're gonna make more. Give us suggestions. We love them, and they're a great idea. And we want to get that channel to 1,000 subs already, so we can make money off of them already. Jesus Christ!
Based.
Absolutely fucking based. We've got to merchandise, man. With a podcast, you've got to have highlights. You got to have, I don't know, fucking merch and stuff. Jesus Christ. Let's make some money here. It's time to go. Let's do this thing. All right. There you go. So more stuff coming at TP Crastinators on Twitter, updates and whatnot. My lecture will be out by the time you hear this. I have no doubt at this point. It's very close to done already. We'll see if that comes true. And more stuff coming. We got lots more. More lectures, more content. The big stuff working on. A certain diss track we'll be getting together pretty soon, and you'll see that in your sublogs one of these days. So there you go. There you go. How exciting for all of us. All right, that's it. See you next week, everybody. More PCP eventually. There you go. All right, see you then. Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.